Hey, how you doing everybody? My name is CherryBoy and welcome back to Ascendant Hearts. Let's get right back into it. The next morning we meet up by the fountain. Does everyone know the plan? While you find the Guardians, I sneak past to the secret spring and take a sample of the water. I hold up the small glass container she gave me, since she says it won't work if I try to shove water into my inventory on its own. And I heal the two of you so you don't die. Once we have the water, we hightail it out of there. No heroics. Right. In their current state, the Guardians are too dangerous to try to defeat. But we should also be looking for any sign of the monsters that attack the town. Sound like we're ready. Follow me. As they lead the way out of town, the back of my neck prickles as though someone is watching me. I look over my shoulder. Oh, it's that guy. Huh? He left so quickly I didn't get a good look, but wasn't that the guildmaster? Was he watching us? Hayato, is something wrong? No, sorry, I'm coming. It must have been my imagination. The guildmaster wouldn't have any reason to spy on us. He was probably just passing by. I gave myself a shake and hurried to catch up with the others. Alright. Our journey back to the sacred spring is quick. My heart pounds and I wipe my sweaty hands on my pants. No matter how safe Shiori claims it is, the memory of our deaths here makes me shudder. Ready, everyone? Now! We fly into action according to our plan. Shiori bombards the attacking guardians with one elemental spell after another. Fire, ice, and lightning fill the air as I run forward. Aiko lingers behind her. Out of the guardian's reach, she doesn't fight with physical attacks, but with light-based magic. One of them evades a string of fireballs and rams me with its massive shoulder. I gasp and stumble from the pain. Here! A refreshing coolness settles over me. The pain vanishes and my skin knits back together. I give Aiko a grateful smile and continue forward. The Guardians are intent on not letting us pass. However, since Aiko heals me every time they attack, and they can't ignore her, and Shiori attacks entirely, they can't stop me. I scramble between the enraged monsters and crouch by the side of the pool. There's no sign of the other monsters. I doubt they live here. Maybe their incursions are what have the Guardians so riled. One slams into me from behind. I nearly topple into the water. Right, there's no time to let my mind wander. Eventually, one will get in a hit or two against Aiko, and then we'll be in trouble. I drew the container from my inventory and fill it with water. It sure looks like regular hot water to me, but I'm no expert. I return it to the inventory and stand. I've got it! Go! She raises her hands. A wall of ice forms behind me and blocks the Guardians as I flee the sacred spring. Their enraged cries follow us as we race away from the mountains. Yeah. I think we lost them. Let's never do anything like that again. Cure. Her healing spell eases the stitch in my side, but it can't relieve our exhaustion. We stand in silence for a few minutes, catching our breath. Phew. Well, at least we got the water, right? I take it from my inventory and hold it up in triumph. Think it'll tell us anything important? There's only one way to find out. Let's go see Dr. Takizawa. She starts to walk away and I follow, but a startled cry from Aiko makes us stop. Dr. Takizawa? The mad scientist? Dr. Takizawa is not a mad scientist. Yes, he is. His research has greatly aided our technological advances. At what cost? What are you implying? Before this can explode into an outright fight, and a fight between angry mages is not something I want to witness. I hold up my hands. Calm down! Don't tell me to calm down. Tell her to stop insulting Dr. Takizawa. I don't want anything to do with the mad scientist. He's not mad! Both of you, just calm down a minute. They continue to glare at each other, but at least they stop yelling. After a moment, they both give me expectant looks. I take a breath. I'll need to approach this very carefully to avoid making either of them angry with me. Aiko, why do you say Dr. Takizawa is mad? Have you ever seen him? He's crazy. He's always running dangerous experiments and shouting about how we'll do things for science. What does that say to you? Yep, that sure does sound like a mad scientist to me. Pretty much a textbook example of one. But from the look of Shiori's face, I'd better not say so out loud. Shiori, what do you think? Dr. Takizawa is eccentric and devoted to his work, but there's no proof he's done anything immoral or unnecessarily dangerous. More importantly, he's the only person who can give us a definite answer on whether the water from the sacred spring is regular water or something special. Alright, it can't hurt to pay him a visit. What? You're going to trust her word, even though she's... I'm what? If you have something to say about me, say it to my face. Calm down. Aiko, is there any reason to believe Dr. Takizawa will hurt us? Have there been unexplained deaths around him? Well, no. Mysterious disappearances? No. People who visit his lab and come out as werewolves or something? Fine, you've made your point. but I still think getting mixed up with a mad scientist is dangerous. He's perfectly sane! We're not getting mixed up with him. We'll visit his lab, ask him to analyze the water, and leave. Fair enough? Well, alright. Who knows? Maybe just one of those guys who's really strange but also brilliant. Not like Nikola Tesla. Who? Never mind. Let's just go see Dr. Takizawa. Well, here we are. Eep. When Troy led us through the field to the small building, I expected the sort of setup I see back home, but this place screams mad scientist lab. Dr. Takizawa, are you here? Aiko looks as nervous as I feel, as we regard the strange room in what appear to be several in-progress experiments, but Shori barely gives it a second glance. Dr. Takizawa? I guess he's not here. I guess he's not here. Let's go home. At least we tried. Let's wait a little longer. Please say you're joking. Of course he's not joking. We can't give up that easily. Dr. Takizawa! Even as she steps toward a door that must lead deeper into the facility, Aiko backs up towards the exit. She looks around as though she expects the scientists to spring from the shadows at any moment and capture us. Come to think of it, that might be a valid concern. From somewhere beyond the door, a loud screech rings out. I jump, and so does Aiko. She whirls around and stumbles into the closest lab table. A beaker filled with an unknown liquid topples and crashes to the floor. Watch out! Eee! Green fire flares up from everywhere the liquid touched. Thankfully, none of it landed on Aiko, but it forms a barrier around us. Are you okay? I think so, but I really like to return to town now. We can't leave the lab like this. The whole place could catch on fire. Any ideas? She raised her hands and ice crystals fly towards the fire. They melt the moment they approach the flames. Wow, that stuff is powerful. Thanks for that insight. Hey, I was trying to help. I know Shuri really does want to help, but I can't help but sympathize with Aiko. She doesn't trust her to begin with, she didn't want to come to the lab, and now this happened. If a mad scientist's experiment exploded next to my feet, I'd be pretty annoyed. Oh my, what have you done? Huh? Who? The things I go through. Stand back. Ah, there he is. That's better. The flames are gone, as is the liquid they came from. Only the glass fragments of the beaker remain on the floor. Aiko gives them a wide berth as she hurries to the stand closer to me. I try to give her a reassuring smile, but it's made more difficult by the fact that we've been joined by someone I can only assume is the mad scientist. Thank you, Dr. Takizawa. Indeed, you young lady. Do you have any idea how much you've set back my work? That was part of a vital experiment. I'm sorry. Sorry? Bah! Do you think sorry can undo this damage? My experiment! My precious experiment! Stand up, Raiko. Alright. It was an accident, sir. Eh? Accident? That you didn't come here just to sabotage my experiments? No. Does this sort of thing happen to him often? Are you sure? I'm positive. You should know I wouldn't bring saboteurs here, Doctor. True. You have always shown me support. He glances at Aiko. In that case, I accept your apology, young lady. Yeah, okay. What sort of experiment was it? Oh, distilled monster blood mixed with the reagent in order for me to learn more about its composition and chemical structure. Monster blood? Are you trying to learn more about the attacks on the town? That's a good idea! This came from regular monsters, though. The ones called whammers, in fact. I have a few in the Downside laboratory. If you would like to learn more about my experiments. Aiko wilts. She seems about as unhappy as I feel, as at the thought of someone conducting experiments on those cute little whammers. Why are you experimenting on whammers? Why? Why experiment on anything, my boy? For science! She looks like she might cry. For my part, I just stare at Dr. Takizawa. I can't believe I'm talking to someone who unironically shouted for science. We aren't here to discuss whammers. Oh yes, you came to sabotage my experiments. No. Has my brilliance been recognized to such a degree that I am about to receive an award, and a grant, and perhaps a larger research facility? No. You're not here to sue me, are you? Sue? They have lawyers here? Come on, Dr. Takizawa, you know how much it costs to hire a lawyer? But I've never seen this young man before. He looks like a lawyer to me. But I'm carrying a sword. So, do lawyers usually carry swords? Of course they do. They're adventurers after all. Don't mind him, Doctor. He has amnesia. Oh, do you? If I could just run a few tests, young man. No, I'm fine. Before becoming a test subject is not on my list of things to do today. If they say lawyers are adventurous who carry swords, fine, I believe them. Not only can I vouch for him, but I also promise we're not here to sue you. Then why are you here? We would like you to analyze a water sample from the sacred spring. She nods to me, and I retrieve the precious container from my inventory. I hold it out to the scientist, who accepts it with a gleeful expression. The sacred spring! How many years have I yearned to study it? Yet those fools always stood in my way. I really hope we haven't broken any rules of their religion by turning over the water sample. Now at last, I will show them all! Right, well, we're interested in knowing if the water has any special properties. I shall test it immediately! However, it will take time to properly analyze the results. Could you return tomorrow? Of course, thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. The water of the sacred spring in my hands at last. As we leave the laboratory, I can't help but wonder if what we did is really such a good thing. See, he's not a mad scientist. You're joking, right? Huh? I was about to ask if he played up the mad scientist persona on purpose. No, that's his normal personality. God help us. You're just like everyone else, so quick to judge Dr. Takizawa. I stare at her. The man embodied nearly every mad scientist trope I can think of. Whatever, let's get back to town. And let's never return again. We have to go back tomorrow. Aw, I was hoping you'd forget about that. Nope. When we reach the inn, we sit down to eat at a table together. That doesn't surprise me after all. It was a minor enough argument. What does surprise me is when Aiko joins us. What are you doing here? Eating dinner with you. Is that a problem? Well, I lean close to Shiori so I can whisper in her ear. If she's making an effort to get along with you, can't you at least do the same? Fine. We eat together in tense silence for a few minutes, but then Shiori looks up with a smile. You know, I think we're really onto something here. The flower from the sacred spring was a great lead. What could it be, though? I bet the Dark Wolves stopped at the sacred spring for some reason. That was what the Guardians were so upset. It must have something to do with the water. As we eat, I watch Aiko. Despite her earlier amusement, she now looks distinctively unhappy. Doesn't she want to learn more about the Dark Wolves? Tomorrow we'll go see Dr. Takizawa again. Maybe his analysis of the water will point us toward the monster's origin. Is that really what you want? What? Of course it is. Why? We want to stop the attacks, of course. Stop them? If we find the source of the Dark Wolves, we might be able to figure out why they're attacking the town. And then we can stop them forever. Are you sure that's a good idea? Huh? Do you want to live in constant fear of monsters? No. Then what's the problem? It won't be easy. Trying to stop the Dark Wolves, it could lead to a big quest. Even a story quest. Yeah, I thought about that when we were on our way to the lab. This is probably the start of a story quest. Story quest? Could someone please explain for the guy with amnesia? I mean, I know what a story quest is, would be if I was playing a game, but this is real life. Quests to kill monsters or retrieve items are one thing, but surely something like this can't be classified as a quest. Our story quest is a major undertaking that could change the world. But no one gave us this quest. People don't give you story quests. Then how is it a quest? What would you call it? Okay, now that I think about it, quest is as good a term for our mission as any for our mission to stop the monster attacks. But that isn't the problem here. Why story, though? This isn't a story. Strange. What? Your amnesia seems to have targeted everything that had to do with adventuring, even slang. Slang? These world-shaping events became known as history quests because they were important parts of history. Over time, people shortened it to story quests until it became the most common term. You must be joking. Does it matter? No, I guess not, but why are you so worried about it? I'm not sure if our party is ready for a story quest. Well, if we get in over our heads, we'll rethink things, right? Something else is clearly bothering her. She stares down at the table, but from time to time her gaze goes towards Shiori. Wait, is this going where I think it is? Why don't you come out and say it then? Or are you too afraid? All at once, the pleasant atmosphere around our table vanishes, replaced by tension. I look at Shiori and then at Aiko. What's going on? Should I be afraid? You wouldn't believe me if I said no. Go on. She stands up and glares at Aiko. Say it. Traitors are 90% more likely to show up in story quests than in any other type of quest. What? In other words, she doesn't want to do this because she's afraid I'll murder the two of you. Oh, come on, that's ridiculous. Why would a story quest make it more likely anyway? Who betrayed their party over a fetch quest? No, it has to be something serious. That's when the agent of the Empire showed her hand. What empire? There's usually an evil empire. Is there one now? No. See? The secret prophet of the evil religion reveals her identity. I thought the gods here were benevolent. Okay, well, she could still be working for the monsters. Yeah, I'm sure the Dark Wolves are fantastic employers. You could tell by the way they attack without mercy. You could be part monster? Now, even she sounds uncertain. This is ridiculous. Look, we're investigating the monsters. If you don't want to, fine. Leave. What? You're the one who asked to join our party. We didn't ask you. You were practically begging for a healer. Begging? For you? Ha! Don't make me laugh. I'll say it again. Leave. If you don't like being in our party, no one's forcing you to stay. Is antagonizing our healer really a good way? It's okay, Hayato. I don't mind. She's proving my point after all. What? Who is more likely to try to kick out another party member than the traitor? Oh, you little! For a moment, I'm concerned Shiori will explode. Instead, she falls silent and turns away from our table. Quick strides carry her to the inn door. Wait, Shiori! Too late. She bursts out of the inn without a backward glance. Ugh. I return my attention to Aiko. Now that the argument is over, she looks unhappy and subdued once again. It's a struggle, but I try to see things from her point of view. Even though the rumors about Shiori seem ridiculous to me, Aiko honestly believes them. In her mind, Shiori is a loose cannon, someone who could turn on us at any minute. But then, why place yourself in a situation where they'd be forced to go on quests together? Why did you join our party? I wanted to help you. When we first met, you said you didn't want to be an adventurer. Then there's Shiori. You don't trust her at all, so why become an adventurer to join her party? I mean, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I guess she doesn't want to talk about it. I try to think of a way to steer the conversation onto another topic, but before I can, Aiko sighs and meets my gaze. Do you know how death works for adventurers? I know the basics. If you're battling for a quest or experience, and whatever you're fighting feels the same way, both of you will respawn after death. But if one of you really wants to kill the other, whoever dies in the battle dies for real, right? Yes. That's why the monsters that attack the town are so dangerous. Enemies like that show up during story quests. One of the common signs you're on a story quest is when a party member dies for real. I guess that makes sense. I'm that party member. What? I must be. Who's most likely to die to show how serious things are? The quiet healer, right? That's it. She's crazy. Absolutely crazy. That doesn't make any sense. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. People don't die on quests for the sake of drama. Sure they do. This is ridiculous. Trying to think about it like she does. This is ridiculous. I'll try and think about it. Okay, maybe it's time I stop using logic from my world and attempt to use logic from hers. You're the only healer who would join our party. If you die, we won't have a healer with us for the rest of our story quest. Good point. Finally. Now I know I have at least until the final battle. Thank you. I suppose I should accept this as a partial victory. But you're a healer. It'll take quite a lot to kill you. It's not as tough as you might think. Healing magic isn't instant, you know. It's not. When she healed me during battle, it certainly worked fast. Everything takes time. The worse the injury, the longer it takes for healing magic to work. Don't forget that I need to have enough mana to use spells too. And what if the attack knocked me out? I can't heal myself if I'm unconscious. I guess. Since I decided to become an adventurer though, I've been practicing. Wait, practicing what? Enduring pain. What? What are you making such a scary face for? You're practicing how to endure pain? That sounds dangerous. Oh, it's not like I hurt myself intentionally, but if I do get hurt a little bit, I won't heal myself. Some healers use their magic for everything, scrapes, bruises, stubbed toes, and then when they take a real injury in battle, the pain shocks them so much that they can't concentrate well enough to heal themselves. Really? Yikes. So don't overestimate my powers. I'll try not to, but I really don't know a lot about how healing magic works. Do you want a demonstration? That also sounds dangerous. Don't worry, a few days ago I accidentally scratched myself pretty badly. It's mostly healed now, but I can use my magic to heal it the rest of the way, and walk you through the process. I shrug. Alright, why not? Okay. She stands up. Follow me. I don't know why a healing demonstration has to be done in private, but then again, the inn's other guests might not appreciate seeing a wound heal while they're trying to eat. I get up and follow Aiko out of the common area. Aiko's room looks identical to the one I've been using. She sits down on the edge of the bed and gestures for me to join her, so I sit down too. Without warning, she begins taking off her clothes. Wait a minute! Whoa! The waifu Aiko! Yeah, no, wait. Jeez. Okay. Huh? What are you doing? You said you wanted a demonstration of how healing works. Yes, but...
It won't do any good if you can't see the scratch.
You didn't say where the scratch was.
Come closer so you can see.
If you say so. No wonder she didn't want to do this where everyone could see. I slide a little closer to Aiko.
Closer?
Where is the normal shy Aiko I've gotten used to? I move even closer.
Okay, do you see this mark? It's almost healed now, but if you look closely... Hayato, are you paying attention?
This is a bit distracting.
I'm going to start healing myself now. Watch as it fades, see? It doesn't disappear all at once. It's a gradual process, even for something that's mostly healed already.
I see.
Now, it'll probably look like it's all healed, right? But if you touch a spot, the skin will feel differently than the rest. Go on.
Really?
Yes, just put your hand right...
The awkwardness of the situation seems to dawn on her last, and she pulls away from me.
On second thought, I think that should be enough to demonstrate how healing works.
Yep. She hastily puts on her clothes.
So anyway, as you can see, I could be in danger if I was seriously injured.
If you really believe you'll die in a quest, why would you even ever go on a quest?
Because a traitor might kill someone at the party. You seem like a nice person, Hayato. You don't deserve to die, so if I'm in your party, since I'm doomed to die anyway, Sherry will kill me instead of you.
What? In a way, I'm touched that she risked her own life to protect mine, but this is absolutely insane. Not to mention morbid.
Promise me you'll escape. It should happen sometime during or after the final battle.
It's not going to happen at all.
Promise me.
Promise, don't promise. Oh god. I'll promise, fine. Okay, I promise, but don't worry. Lots of sweet-natured healers survive to the end of the story. After all, and I don't believe Shiori is a traitor.
Even though I know it's only your amnesia that makes you say that, it makes me feel better to hear it anyway.
She stands.
Thank you. I'll be there tomorrow when you return to Dr. Takezawa's lab. Don't worry about me. I'll be your party member until the end.
As she walks away, I can't help but shake my head. This, if possible, is even weirder than the rumors about Shiori. At least there's some logic to suspecting the sole survivor of a destroyed village to have played a role in the disaster. But this, assuming you're designated to die, the more I learn about this world, the less I understand it. Alright, that's all the time I have for this one, everybody, but thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like below. And if there's any other games you would like me to play, please comment down below as well. If you like this and would like to see more, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, as that would be epically appreciated of you. And as always, my name is CherryBoy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! See ya!